You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on the rise and fall of the app Vine. I might just do that. I might turn this into a series too, where I just talk on the rise and fall of a bunch of different stuff. Like if you guys, if you have any recommendations, you can reach out to me through social media or join my stream. I stream twice a day at 11 a.m. and then again at night at 11:30 p.m. So you can very well reach out to me at any given point in time and, say like, oh yeah, you should check, like this out for your podcast or whatever. Just don't be cringy about it. There's people where it's all like, that's like the only reason why you reach out to a person. Like, dang, like reach out to me if you see I'm like dealing with some stuff. Don't just reach out to me for video ideas and things. But yeah, it's like, I ain't even going to talk on that. But I'm going to talk on the rise and fall of Vine. The app that took over, I think that app had came out when I was in high school. And, like, my senior year in high school, yeah, it was, 2013, I think. Was it that summer or was it? I think it was, like, right before summer had, like, officially started. But I remember I think it was prior before I started my senior year in high school. So, I remember when, everybody was, like, talking on the app. And I was heavily into, like, at that time, I remember I was, like, heavily into downloading the, like, latest apps, seeing what new things they got going on. I'm like, hey, yo, like, this looks like an interesting, app. Videos in 7 seconds? All right, let's see if people can entertain me in 7 seconds. I remember I scrolled through Vine and seen like maybe a few videos and was like, okay, I'm invested. I'm like, nah, fam. I don't know what they're doing in these videos, but I'm invested, okay? So I still remember the first video I recorded. It was me like every time, like just kind of like each frame would just be me just going down my steps. I think I even did like a recreation of it on TikTok and like some like my early TikTok videos. And yeah, like overall I was like, fam, like this is it. This is the app. I'm like, I like this. I like this app. And so I remember when it very first came out, because there wasn't like, I only had heard about it through social media. Like it started gaining its like rise and fame through social media, but it didn't have like no like grand opening but I mean that's like how a lot of apps are though. Like I mean, think back on when Angry Birds had came out. Like when Angry Birds came out, it was like it was just a random game, and then it ended up being one of the greatest app games like on iPhones and stuff or any other phones out there. But and then it like ended up becoming a movie and things. I know people probably ask like, do you think that they will ever do that with Vine? I would like to see what was going on behind the headquarters for them to just be like, oh, we're gonna stop and then gonna come back out with some app that's supposedly supposed to be like Vine, but it's not. And I'm like, fam, if you would have just brought back Vine, like I still got beefs and problems with that, because I'm like, if you guys would have just brought back the app Vine, not some other app, not, then change the name. I don't remember what the name was before. Now they ain't changed it to some name called Clash. Like if you would have just brought back an app, just called it like Vine or Vine 2.0, whatever. It's like, fam, I'm saying like there had to have been like some copyright issues or something going on. But I'm like, if you guys would have just had like the original format of what Vine was, I don't think that the app could have failed. Like I think it, like if you guys would have just had the original format, yeah, it's like changed. They called it like Vine or called it like Grind or something. Like I don't care, but like fam, just like leave that original form. They changed it up and it wasn't even the same anymore. But anyways, going back, like I'm ranting. I'm still upset about this, but anyways, so high school had started, and I think like by that time, at some point in time during the summer, I remember Vine had really like reached its, like its level of fame and stuff. And I mean, and it was still like, reaching new levels of fame each and every day and stuff. So anyways, I remember high school started, and then I think it was like, still was like kind of like had its like level of fame. I mean, you had it now where like creators was more recognized, and then at that point you were seeing like compilations of them on YouTube. You're saying I go back and see like, cause no, that was like one of the things I did was when I like after this was like a while ago, but when I had like was like already invested in being a sneakerhead and stuff. I remember that like there were some Viners back then that was doing like videos on Jordans, and when I go back and seen like King Bash like doing videos on like Bread 11s, and I was like, fam, I seen these videos. Like that's the crazy thing about it. It's like when you kind of like you've seen these videos but like in two different versions of yourself, like I seen the one where like I seen them when I wasn't into sneakers, and I seen one it's like I'm older, I'm into sneakers now, and I watch these videos and I'm like, bro, I'm like this. like you watch a lot of those videos and it's like, fam, like this was like peak comedy, and it was only in 7 seconds. Like there's still some videos I have posted up on my YouTube channel. Like there's one where it was like a video, it was like a meme that was going on with Iggy Azalea, and she's in this rapper and things. But anyways, there's this meme that was going on with her, and she was like up on stage, like you couldn't really like make out what she was saying. So it just sounded like a bunch of gibberish, and like, oh my god, like there would be people out there, like you don't realize how long 7 seconds is until you get on Vine, or you watch like a Vine compilation and then you see like them videos. It's like, fam, a lot can happen in 7, because I did my own version, and my own version was just smashing the keyboard every time when she would talk and things. But I would see people, they would use like that kid from like, I think it was from that TV show Rocket Power, the one that would just be yelling gibberish and things, and then like they would say that was her, and I'm like, bro, like that, it's funny how like cause that's one thing that I like is like quick comedy. And like for those that don't know what quick comedy is, it's like stuff that is just like it happens so fast, like you're like you don't really have like enough, like there's no build up to it. It's just instant comedy. Like if it's like an actor on TV just acting crazy or wild, stuff like that, it's like they just jump right into it. There ain't no build up. They just jump right into like being funny and things. I love comedy like that, and so I think that's what overall Vine was. But I mean, you had like your other videos on Vine. Like there's this one song that it was like this song called, it was like some, I think it's an EDM type song. That's what it sounds like. But it's this song called Trendsetter, and I remember I heard that song through Vine. There's some other songs I've heard through Vine. Like I'm telling you, like Vine was like they were killing it. Like they were really killing it. Like Vine, if you think about it, Vine was just like a shorter version of TikTok. Like if a song went viral on Vine, everybody was listening to that song. Like there was, I think Young Jock, he had some songs going viral on Vine. Drake, he had some stuff going viral on Vine. He had people impersonating him on Vine. So like if I don't know. I ain't gonna say that Drake, he found like his success through Vine, but I'm gonna say that I'm pretty sure a lot of people heard or found out about Drake because of that app Vine. Just overall, like, what is this? Who is this guy talking about? Or what's this song playing in the background and stuff? So anyways, but yeah, then Vine, other apps had started competing with Vine. Like you had it where Instagram was like their number one competition, and for the longest, like Instagram was only posting pictures. And I'm pretty sure that people was probably asking and writing into Instagram saying, hey, you guys should start posting videos. Instagram wasn't hearing nothing about posting videos. They're probably all like, oh, well, if you want to post videos, you could go on YouTube and post videos. But that's the thing where it's like, that's the one thing, like, yeah, you can edit videos on, or edit Vine videos. You can edit videos for Instagram. But like editing a full-length YouTube video, because like that I feel like that's like the standard with YouTube, is that you gotta upload a video that's like minutes long, not seconds long, minutes long. So that's why I feel like people, they like, okay, choose the right filter, choose the right song, that's why I feel like a lot of like apps, yes, like TikTok, Instagram, Vine, they do so well, because it's like, it's like very minimum like editing. And then overall, there's this game that I just downloaded, and it's finished download. So I'm gonna try to hurry up and rush through this. It's definitely gonna be a 15-minute podcast episode. But anyways, I think that's why people like those apps so much, is because you don't have to put so much like effort into it. You know, you can just do stuff for that moment. But I do recommend though, like, you know, for people out there where it's like, if you only post on TikTok, you only post on Instagram, only post like, you know, post on YouTube, get like the idea of editing and all that stuff, because there's going to be at a point in time where you're going to need to do that. So anyways, but no, so Vine, back on Vine. So yeah, Vine started getting some competition. Everybody was coming out with their own little video version apps and stuff, but Vine was still leading the charts. That's the one thing about it, was that Vine was still leading the charts. Even though Instagram came out with like 15-second videos, people were still posting on Vine. And I think if people just wanted to add a little bit more you know, stuff to their videos, they can go to YouTube, okay? If they wanted to just maybe a few seconds longer, yeah, they would go on Instagram. But a lot of the times, people was posting their Vine videos on Instagram. So there was really like no competition. Like, I'm saying, you're just giving us like more platforms to just post our Vine videos and stuff. Yeah, there are some people on there that were doing like a longer version of it, and then they'll post like, oh, watch the other half on Instagram or something. But it was like, fam, no, like, just do it all like within here. So anyways, yeah, Vine was having their competitions and stuff. And then, yeah, at some point in time, like the app, in my opinion, because I went on the app every day, and I seen where other people had went on the app every day. So I didn't see no decline or the app dying or whatever. Like, in my opinion, it seemed like that the app was doing perfectly fine. Then at some point in time, they started talking on the app shutting down. And I'm like, fam, why? For what reason? Why is this app shutting down? So like all the creators, because I'm saying like a lot of creators were like getting into YouTube and stuff. Like you had where David Dobrik, Lele Pons, King Bash. King Bash was getting into like acting and stuff. He was doing movies and TV shows and stuff. Still does till this day. He was in The Walking Dead not too long ago. They showed him for like maybe a few minutes. He was in this like world-ending movie called Greenland, I believe. What are some other? Yeah, King Bash, he's done some things since then. What else? Then yeah, there's been some controversy with some Viners. Like you got the Gabby Hanna, the Gabby show. She got involved in some stuff. Curtis Laporte, he got involved in some stuff even back then on Vine. And who else? Yeah, that was mainly it. Then there's this one Viner. Her name was Brittany Furlan, I think. She's married to like some popular guy. I was like, I can't think of the guy's name, and I'm not trying to like mispronounce or missay his name or something. Everybody comes after me, but she's married to some like popular guy now. I think she got like a OnlyFans thing going on now. I was like, fam, what? That was like the last thing I seen with her, is that she had like a OnlyFans thing going on, and I was like, wow. So, yeah, I'm, you know, and then actually, no, like with Vine, I had to say, like, Vine, there's, one of my friends I met, she lives, like, somewhere across the world, but I'm still friends with her till this day, you know, so, like, yeah, I'm saying, like, Vine, it brought so much to me, you know, a friendship, freaking, you know, like, I remember I had some videos going viral on Vine, like, it was dope. Vine was such a dope app. And then just out of nowhere, they started talking on shutting down the app. And I think, yeah, it was like 2017 or something like that. That was like the final year. But it just seemed like that the app had, even though that they shut it down that year, once when they had started talking on the app shutting down, it just seemed like that the app had died off. Like everybody was kind of just saying like their final goodbyes to the app and stuff. Because you had it where even the popular Viners, there was like once, because Lele Pons, she was probably one of the most popular Viners. She wasn't one of the most. Oh, actually no. And I don't think I should say. Well, I don't think nobody would necessarily know, and I don't think people would go out of their like way to like try to do all that. But then now it sounds like I'm lying. Okay, anyways, no, there's like somebody that was friends with Lele Pons, and I remember I ended up becoming friends with that person and stuff. So yeah, it's crazy how it just like dawned to me, and I was just like, dang, you know. But yeah, it was like Lele Pons, she just went all viral and stuff, and then yeah, it was just like she was doing her own thing. I think like she's making music and all that extra stuff. So, But yeah, like it was overall just like crazy to see that app shutting down. And then when it finally did shut down, it was like, wow, well then that's it. Like no more Vine. All right, well I guess we just have to get into it. And then that's when people started messing with like Musically, because Musically I believe that's what TikTok used to be, and then they changed it to TikTok. And then yeah, overall it was just, you know, that people don't really be doing like Instagram video. Well, now they got like Instagram Reels. So like they got that and stuff, and then YouTube got YouTube Shorts, and then at some point in time, like actually before all of that, like at one point it was just TikTok, right? That was like the leading, you know, thing. So then the developers behind Vine was like, oh, well then let's come out with an app like Vine and stuff. So then that news has started trending where there was like, oh, the Vine is coming back, but it was supposed to be, it was named something else. It wasn't named Vine. And I'm like, they just don't sit right with me. I'm like, no, bring back the app Vine. I'm like, that's what we want. We want that app. We don't want this app. We want Vine, all right? We want the app that had freaking World Star Hip Hop compilations going. We want like the other Viner compilations. We want that app back. We ain't gonna like, because I'm saying now it's like, yeah, now only people really be using is TikTok and stuff. So yeah, it's like they use the other platforms, but it's like they're using those platforms to just post their TikTok videos. So, I mean, they might go on there and post like, but you know, my thing is this, you'll see a TikTok compilation before you see like an Instagram Reel compilation. So it's like, yeah, to me, it's just, you know, like that's the lead, and that's Vine right now. So, and yeah, you still have it where like people, they'll kind of like post like some Vine inspired video on TikTok or whatever, but yeah, they tried to come back, and now they got some app out called Clash, and I'm like, I don't even think people really be using that app. I think I still have it on my phone. Yeah. Let me open it up real quick. Yeah, people, they still post there, because no, there's a friend on there that you know, but she followed me, or no, I followed her on TikTok. So it was crazy. It was like there was like the one and only friend I had on this like new version of Vine. Yeah, I ended up seeing her on TikTok randomly one day, and then yeah, now we just not only really be on there, cause I would go on that app to see her videos, but then once I seen her on TikTok, I was like, well then there you go. I'm like, I don't really have a reason to go on that Clash app anymore. So, but anyways, yeah, hopefully at some point in time they decide to actually bring back Vine or change the name back to Vine, and then it's just that same format, cause if not, it's like, bro, I don't think this Clash app is taking off, and it ain't really doing a whole lot. So I don't know. I'll probably have to just one of these days, you know, just post on Clash just like for a whole week straight and see what comes out of it and things. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will now $20 off your first purchase. And then that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.